Hi guys, cool subject, okay? I've done a video in the past. It's on my page if you scroll down, and it's about the difference in the US butter. Um, I've had so many people that have businesses, that have cake businesses bag. So be careful when you're trying to rely so much on self-rising flour. It's much more expensive. It's not readily available,